It truly is one of the most beautiful cities in Canada, Calgary, Alberta. It is day one of the Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles on TSN.
Tyler Tardi, the first skip ever to win 3 consecutive Canadian juniors.
He was dominant in the junior ranks, 2017, 18, 19, 3 straight titles for Tyler Tardi. Here in the bubble, he's partnered with Desiree Hawes. This afternoon, they'll be facing a 3-time Scotties champion. Lisa Weagle knows what it's like to win on the big stage. She once again teams up with John Epping. It's draw 3 as the Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Championship continues. What a dream to represent Team Canada. 35 teams from across the country begin that journey starting today. That is our feature. It is the Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles right here on TSN. So it is our third draw. It is day one. Action from earlier today, in case you missed it. Some of the winners, including Negevin Carruthers, Sauter and Botcher losing to Sweeting and Kennedy in our feature. It was Martin Griffith, who were silver medalists a few years ago in the final, and Burchard Schneider, also winners over Miskew and Fry. Coming inside Winsport Arena, glad you're watching our coverage on TSN. Brian Mutrick again, joined by Kathy Gauthier. And let's begin with our feature now, and 2 names you know very well in John Epping and Lisa Weagle. Their talent level up here. They're always brilliant, but you could argue the Scotties and the Brier for both of them in the bubble, not what they expected.
No, I do think both of these players are coming in here very disappointed. In Lisa Weagle's case, losing that tiebreaker on a heartbreaking shot. And the John Epping team just not at all what we had seen at the Canada Cup a couple of years ago. And so it's a chance to end this season on a positive note. Something that they've done together should be really interesting.
Meantime, Tyler Tardi, Desiree Hawes, they are also together. Tardi himself a 3-time Canadian junior champ. And you look at this combination, certainly the future of curling in British Columbia.
Oh, I think for sure. You know, Jim Cotter's been looking over his shoulder for the last couple of years. I think the key for Tyler is that in the men's game, he resorts to the big shot, the big weight shot a whole lot. This is mixed doubles. It's a softer game. No need for that big shot.
It is their 4th Canadians together at the mix, so there is the feature matchup. It is day one. Glad you're with us here on TSN from the bubble in Calgary.
Lisa Weagle, Canadian Women's Curling Champion.
Come on.
How do you like that, John Epping?
The Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Championship is brought to you by Scotties, Sponge Towels, Purex and Cashmere, proud sponsors of Canadian curling for 40 years, by OK Tire and BKT Tires, by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, and by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Tyler Tardi, 3 consecutive Canadian juniors.
It is time to meet the teams, brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how, as Desiree Hawes and Tyler Tardi back at the Canadian Mix together again, as Desiree will throw rocks 1 and 5 in our feature, and 2 familiar faces, both at the Scotties and the Brier, John Epping, Lisa Weagle, and Lisa will also throw rocks 1 and 5 in our feature. Weagle, Epping, the Yellowstones this morning, Hawes and Tardi, the Redstones, and if you're not familiar with mixed doubles, there you go. That's how we start. The centerline guard up top, and then the Yellowstone is back of the house. And it is Weagle and Epping with hammer. So to start us off, it will be Desiree Hawes, and she'll be throwing the intern to try and go around cover.
It's not too bad.
Flat room.
Bumping 2 feet.
It's got a curl.
So our third game of the day, Kathy, here on TSN. And once again, in our feature, every player an opportunity already in the bubble. As Desiree Hawes was playing with Corinne Brown in the Scotties. Lisa Weagle we saw with Jennifer Jones. Of course, John Epping skipping his Ontario team. And Tyler Tardi was the alternate and got to play and got in some action for the combination out in BC skip by Jim Cotter.
Heavy. What'd you get?
We saw John running back down because Desiree was a little bit heavy. He ran back down the ice to sweep it and to try to get it deep in the house and then ran back to sweep for Lisa.
Weight's perfect. We're there.
No.
Weight's perfect.
Little finish if you can, don't need to.
And another example of a skip who has skipped for a long time now, judging stones and sweeping. We saw it with Brendan Botcher earlier today. And now we focus on John Epping.
Hit it here more.
Well, I do think a lot of people make fun of the skips about their sweeping, but to me, the bigger issue is the perspective, because as a skip, you're looking at rocks coming at you all the time, and all of a sudden you're on top trying to make that judge.
Looks here.
Yeah.
Now, that game that Tyler did get in at the Briar was playing second, so he's seen it from a number of perspectives.
Sorry.
I think the line is fine.
She's quick.
The rocks are the same.
Yeah, I like that ice.
From the Briar and the Scotties. Still Greg Owasco's ice with his fantastic crew and a ton of work to take the ice out. Obviously put in the new sponsorships into the ice, the new colors and the rings here at Winsport Arena. But really patient fans. They haven't moved. I mean, since Rock won at the Scotties, they have not literally moved from their seats.
They are a dedicated group. We talk about how it is such an adjustment life in the bubble, but for all four of the players that we watch right now, they've had that opportunity to adjust to that.
Go if you can.
Can't. We're going to jump up.
I don't know. Well, both teams a little bit anxious, I think. And for Tyler Tardi and for Desiree Hawes, I think that one of the keys is just to have some patience out here. They've both been waiting so long for this, and that can transmit into just that little bit of extra weight. And we talked about it a little bit in the opening for Tyler limiting the big shot. He throws them high, he throws them accurate, but it's not always necessary.
And the third lefty we've seen today.
Mine's good.
We featured Val Sweeting, Mark Kennedy earlier, and Tyler Tardi, the left-handed thrower.
Hard line. Really hard. Hard, 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 hard. Never off, never off.
That really shows that movement. And we talked earlier, Brian, about for both Lisa and John, maybe it wasn't the Scotties and Briar they expected. So play loose, relish the opportunity to compete yet again for a chance to represent Canada. And tick, tick, there is no one in the game better than Lisa Weagle at the tick shot. That applies to mixed, and ticking those shots in can really set her team up.
I'm going to give you
Keys to the game, brought to you by Scotties, Canada's #1 tissue.
Still have it, at least the double. So.
Yeah.
Other side, boys.
Are we for it?
The third time for this combination of Weagle and Epping. Their last appearance, 2017. They were 5-3 in Saskatoon, and Epping more recently was with Dana Ferguson in Leduc in 2018, a 2-5 record.
Back four.
Curl! Curl! Hard curl it!
Maybe the audible little chip inside.
Where are you hitting this one?
Like hair outside nose.
Is the triple lined up, or is that yellow jam on the red, Kathy?
No, it can come right across the top of the red one at the back.
You're 7.
So need to hit the stone on the outside. That catches part of that. That goes there. This goes across the top. This goes out. And this is where his big weight ability really comes in handy, and it's needed.
Tardi close.
Okay.
And that yellow spins a bit, but does stick around. Back four, shot stone does belong to Hawes Tardi.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Back line, this will be the tricky one. It might be fresh in here.
I think it might be.
It's gotta be, eh?
You get a shot out of that?
I think we gotta play this to curl, eh?
Yeah. Just let me know.
Okay, good back line.
Okay.
Throwing backline weight to get across the face of the stone.
Yep!
John, a bronze
Whoa!
medalist at the Brier
Whoa!
a couple of years
Whoa!
ago, finding the podium.
Just back line.
Yep! Whoa! Yes! Hard!
As the stone makes its break
Hardly!
just by the high guard. There's the tap. And there is 1-2. Shot stones now belonging to Weagle Epping with hammer here in 1.
Well, he called yes and whoa at the same time. Lisa never lifted, and good thing, because that's the finish as the weight comes off.
So they're drawing.
Should have a score no matter what. She's good.
Oh shoot!
I can't believe how much that's.
Maybe it's just tracky. Mine got finish.
Yeah, yours got
So the draw
maybe 'cause,
against those two, try to put it in a spot that is tough for Lisa Weagle to tap back.
Definitely less. Yeah. Looks there though.
Looks close.
Yeah, line. Where's the weight?
There.
So drawing against the couple without
Close.
hammer, Desiree
Really
Hawes.
curling. Hard, hard, hard. Hard.
Little chip, little roll, enough. And it's not shot stone, is it second? We'll get a look. It looks like it's second shot
might be.
stone.
Very much like John Epping, we saw that this cuts really hard, the late break, and then it just goes sideways. Tyler trying to keep it straight, and good heads up move to stay on it to roll it in for that second shot.
We got second though, so.
There's nothing, eh?
No, I just don't think you can get enough to get into here and make that. And if you touch this, like if we're still shot, I don't mind it, because even if you touch it, we're still shot, which I think we are actually. But
I don't mind just.
do you want to try and play this with back line? Let's just draw. Ice right here, Lise.
Okay. Is that there with back line? Like the.
I don't think so. I think that red's in the way.
Okay.
Well, I think even if you play back line and you get to the nose of the stone just thrown by
give me
Desiree,
take ice right here.
Yeah, hold on.
it's still only going to be for
See
two.
it coming across.
And you
I think you gotta
definitely flirt with the risk of tapping them in. So this is the straight draw.
Okay.
Yeah, nice weight.
First team all-star at the Scotties was able to put stones in great position.
I got
All
good weight.
week.
I got good weight.
Also the last woman to win the Sandra Schmurler Award
Room
for
right now.
playoff
Super deep.
MVP at the Scotties. A player that's not a skip.
Right.
And Lisa Weagle is the
Line's
last
really
front-end
close.
player to do that.
T-line, John.
Needs a good one here. Final stone in 1. They got one in their pocket. Can they get a
Don't need to
second?
finish. Okay.
Don't want to move that red stone too much, and they won't. So it will be the single.
One yellow.
Lisa Weagle, John Epping on the board with a single here in 1 in our feature from Calgary. Welcome back to our feature here under the bubble in Calgary. And for mixed doubles, you see how it ends starts. The high center guard. And it is the team with hammer gets that stone back 4. So after scoring a single, hammer now belonging to Hawes and Tardi as Weagle and Epping picking up 1. in that opening end.
Don't need to finish.
Both teams have an opportunity with Hammer to call a power
Walk it
play.
on, John.
And all that means is that instead of a center line guard, that guard would go out to a corner guard. And the stone in the house, instead of back 4, would be kind of biting back 8, back 12.
You got it.
As we saw earlier today in our 2 features, sometimes you use it to generate offense, sometimes you use it to play a bit of defense, depending on the situation and your comfort level on the ice at that particular point.
Wait, only lots of room.
Weight's good.
Lots of room. There it goes. Still has to finish.
Tiny tap.
Okay. It's got to finish.
It's the 4th Canadians together, mixed doubles for Hawes and Tardi. Their best finish was 6-2, most recently 2019 in Fredericton, the last time we've had a Canadian championship due to COVID canceling things in 2020.
Ah, wait, it was really good.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's good.
Well, the opportunity came as for this team to come into this with
Hardware smiling.
a team unable to make it into the bubble, and so they opened a spot up for a next-gen team, and Tyler and Desiree were at the top of that list.
Yep.
Right, John? Looks light.
Yep. Wait only. Yep.
Light.
Hard. Hard. Line's good. Hard.
It's light.
Keep going. No. Keep going. Keep going. Line's great. Keep going.
Huge finish on this sheet as you get close to the center line.
As you check the other scores, you can see the teams that have the provincial flag or territory beside them, they won their province or territory and earning the right to get here. And you see Northern Ontario, good advantage, 4-0 over Caitlin and Connor Laws. That's Oisem Wan and Trevor Bono out of the Port Arthur Curling Club in Thunder Bay, so a nice start for them. And how about Mitchell and Smith, 3-0 over Morris and Schmiemann, as we have both of the defending gold medalists at the Olympics. It was Caitlin Laws and John Morris who combined together Pyeongchang 2018 to win the first ever event, that gold.
Line's good.
And worth noting that Canada, even despite their showing and despite Canada at the Worlds last year capturing silver,
You're way
Canada
up
has not qualified for the upcoming Olympics in China.
Weight's real good.
The 7 top finishers at the upcoming World Championships of McDoubles, which we don't have a location and we don't have a date yet, but the top 7 teams from that Worlds will go to the Olympics. China's already in as host, and then a last qualification event, 2 more, so a total of 10. So lots on the line. You want to represent Team Canada, Kathy, obviously, and then the pressure builds because you got to get Canada in.
Yeah, first and foremost, you get the country in, and then you fight to be the team that will represent Canada. But that first step comes a week today when we declare a champion.
What do you think, John?
Yep.
And looking a little scary right now for yellow, even though the Epping Weagle team is currently shot. Lots of setup opportunities for red.
Tap.
Tyler and for Desiree.
What the heck?
You either pick it or
Jeez, John.
freeze. Pick might look a little better, eh?
Why was that heavy?
I don't hate it.
It was more, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Different release.
yeah.
Kept it in the nice stuff
Yeah, I
for
guess
longer.
if we go here, he's going to freeze on top. We're never getting him out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
let's pick it, hey?
What are you trying to hit, half or thinner?
Just enough to touch the yellow and they should go.
Okay.
Yeah, anything on the outside, about half. The yellow squirts through the hole and the other one pops out the other side.
Have you hit it early?
This young man, the only
Oh,
I just wanted
junior in
to
history to win 3 consecutive junior
a
titles,
nicer release.
and had a chance to win his 4th in his hometown of Langley, BC, but Tyler choosing to go down to men's playdowns and out of British Columbia, winning basically all he could win. 2-time world gold medalist as well at juniors.
Hard.
Needed to clip that a bit thinner to get the double. Shooter spills back 12.
That's why you heard Tyler say hard. Not much you can do without brushers to keep it that little bit straight.
That's kind of fortunate, eh? Yikes.
I actually just curled a little bit. I don't hate how you threw that at all.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a terrible throw.
And so for John looking for draw weight again, we saw him mad at himself at the end of the last throw. Just that little bit extra weight. Greg Owasco's ice does not reward a throw that is a little bit heavier than the target. It just won't catch that break until the weight starts to come off.
Better weight from John. Look at that. Curls right into the home hardware button.
Just
and that is shot stone.
Don't love that.
I guess that's buried, isn't it?
Yeah. Just throw like back here, I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you had a good one.
You hate,
We're gonna
like,
have to go for a big roll though. Like
back line? We probably don't want to roll it at all. We'll leave him that in off.
Okay,
Let's go like back 8, back 12.
Okay.
For Tyler, it's not important that that stone goes out of the house. It's important that his shooter gets as much to the nose as he can, because any roll away will give John Epping an opportunity to hit off of it and roll in.
No, I liked what you had.
Line's a little tight. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Hard line. Hard line.
We saw John Eppingstone really start to swing right here, and look at it cut now. Just by the high guard, and then look at that curl, Kathy. Clips the Yellowstone up top.
Now the weight was perfect for that shot.
Good weight.
Judging by how much he clunked the front one by.
Good sweep. Sorry, I just wanted to get by the first one.
A little light, eh?
Actually, okay, whoa, 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 whoa.
For back 8, back 12, he's pretty close to that.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You want to guard ours though, eh? Like,
Okay.
guard ours just biting the top of the forefoot, okay?
Okay. Middle 12?
Cross that yellow, it's gonna...
Yeah, middle 12 is good, yeah. Middle 12, this spot's faster than this side. This is your,
Less than I threw.
yes, yeah, this is the good stuff.
Nice release.
Even if
Yes,
it
you want to
spins
just
off
nibble,
that 5.
just nibble center line top.
Sorry, are you talking the run or this?
The run.
They know that Lisa's throwing the guard, so lining up what it is that they might do and how they can utilize the other side of the house to get to shot.
Room 2, I don't...
This was a guard call, trying to be right on top of their stone. John now trying to do an audible and get it by and not set up a double.
Chips it a little bit, still shot stone.
Yeah.
You just got to be careful because of this one.
Even if it grazes it,
need
you
it
should
to-
be okay.
Yeah, you just need to make sure you're at least back line, I think,
Yeah.
to...
We see how much it curls
it.
there.
This tap for 3 is there
Absolutely
for
it is.
sure. They've
Spot's
seen a
just
lot of rocks
probably
in
the
this
fastest
path.
spot on
Like,
the
what do you
sheet.
think? Like a 14-8?
Yeah, that's a good call on that. Yeah.
Wow, that is
Okay.
fast.
Confirm that with people before I threw, sorry.
It's
An
okay.
inch slower, but pretty close. You got it.
Where do you like for ice? Like, middle
I
of
think
the
same
red?
as me is close. You like that?
Yeah, it should be close.
Okay.
So aiming at about the middle of the red stone in the 8-foot as her target.
Line's close. Yeah, line.
The silver medalist at Canadian Juniors back in 2016, Desiree Hawes.
Hard, Tyler. You're still
Milestone
live. Go,
here
go,
in 2.
go. Okay, whoa. Yeah,
by the guard, trying to hold the line. Tap it enough. Oh, and for 2, I believe it'll be close. 1 for sure.
1 for sure.
I think it's just your one
For sure.
This one?
Yeah.
And I think that other one's out of there for sure. Thank you, Tyler.
Yeah, just one. One red.
And just a single. You know, they let up just a tiny bit on the brushing. I know it's tough with 1 sweeper. A good effort, but just a single as we're locked up at 1. Welcome back to Canada Olympic Park. And a great legacy building from the Winter Games in Calgary back in 1988. Some amazing facilities here. You have the Canada Sport Hall of Fame just a few steps away. And hard to believe, Friday, February 4th, 2022, the Winter Olympics begin in Beijing. It's unbelievable how quickly that is right around the corner. And one of these teams will represent Canada at the upcoming World Championships. Still waiting on a venue and a date, but that'll be such a critical championship as well to make sure Canada qualifies for those Olympic Games. As we have a 1-1 tie in our feature here in the 3rd end. As Lisa Weagle delivering stones for the team of Epping and Weagle.
You can go.
I think the story so far has been both teams letting each other off the hook, especially in terms of draw weight. Just both teams saying that they're finding it a little bit quicker than they expected, maybe quicker than the Scotties or the Brier.
Great line.
Yeah.
Just nose tap, eh?
Yeah, I think
Other
so.
one.
Sorry, this one?
Yeah, just like try to split them, you know?
Okay, like back 4 then?
So you think like back 8, back 12?
Okay.
I know Tyler or Kathy is just at a junior and you've watched him a long time. He's your nephew as well, but how long till we see his name coming out and, you know, at the Brier for many years to come? Is he close? Is he knocking on the door in BC?
Oh, I think that, you know, he's carrying the door at this point to come after Jim Cotter. And I think that Jim knows it, and I think that, you know, huge props to Jim Cotter for bringing Tyler to the Brier as their 5th, to have the opportunity to see what it's like to play. They lost the final the previous year against Jim. And so opportunity, I don't think it will be long before Tyler and his team will represent BC at the Brier.
They were pretty parallel. Like, I think you guys were a little deeper.
A little deeper, I think.
Is this the right spot? I know I touched this one. I moved it back, but.
Oh, we were clearly shot.
I almost want to say it was a little more like this way, but
Yeah, you tell
I mean,
me.
it's your call because we.
Well, I
it,
know,
so.
but you have a better idea. I still trust you. I don't. You tell me if you're happy too.
I honestly think that's pretty close.
Okay.
Gentlemen sport, you agree the non-offending team has the right to put them back, but you heard John say you actually saw it better. And the whole idea is that Tyler admitted, I touched it, they're stationary stones. He just put them where they were.
And that does look pretty close.
But I do still think we have to move ours a bit.
Yellow was 2nd shot stone, and it looks to be just fine.
Let's try and move ours a millimeter low.
Intern?
Millimeter low, just to the 4-foot.
Okay.
So there's the call, tapping up their own stone into the 4-foot.
You're close.
Yep. Yep.
Just stop.
Hard.
It's coming down.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, that's good. It's a good spot.
Well, she did a lot of that
That's
for
that
Jennifer
side, just the
Jones
side.
at the Scotties.
And the newer stuff.
Yeah.
And then it just, all the weight comes off.
I actually thought I gave you pretty good.
Yeah.
Go on, Matt. This is where this is tricky between the 4-person and the 2-person.
It sure is. You're used to having 2 brushers to help, and these players, John in particular as a skip, used to throwing to his brushers. That's how they teach you to play, so that you don't throw to a spot, you throw to your sweepers who take it to a spot.
Tyler just by the guard. And nice double. Drives the yellow, spinning a little bit more. And it'll hang on in the weeds.
Well, it got it out of the forefoot. That's the big objective.
Sorry, it was a little tight to the guard there.
Just gets
That's all
by.
right.
Just nibble the floor.
Okay.
So for John, same path that he just threw. And for Lisa, not a lot of opportunity to catch your breath before you go at it again.
Yep. Line's good.
Weight's close.
Line's good.
I
Yep.
think you're there.
Yep. Whoa, wait,
just
only.
line.
Well then. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Sit.
And look at the finish. Curls up, top button, shot stone. Pretty much undercover.
Well, that's a wonderful testament to the ice
I was thinking like
conditions the players have, that you can bury around a stone in the 8-foot and be completely buried.
It was great.
Thanks.
This is his last.
Yeah.
Do you like this broom?
Yeah. Unless that's max. Do you like that ice or no?
I think this will be close. Bored?
Yeah. Maybe a smidge more.
Trying to catch what he can see to drive red onto yellow. It was the game that he played second
Here firm.
against
Hard.
Brendan Botcher.
Very firm.
You will.
And what a thrill that would have been.
The eventual Brier champs here in Alberta. Little sideways tap and moves it enough. And it will be shot stone for Hawes Tardi.
Just kind of hit that with.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was firm. Wait, that firm.
I'm gonna try and pick it with like control.
Okay. Can we keep our shooter with control?
No.
Okay.
No, your shooter's going
I
to
don't think I
go.
keep in my shooter with really any weight I'm throwing. I
With
think we
that
just-
third that he can see, can remove it from play.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's what you're
I
saying.
like that.
It's not the easiest shot.
Yeah, from the broadcast booth, Kathy, I'm kind of behind John here, and there's not a lot of that red peeking out.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
He's by the guard, no problem. Has to curl up to chip that red sideways. A little bit more, and he'll just miss and jam on his own. It was nice weight, just didn't come up.
Well, we know that it finishes hard. Either a little bit too much ice or a little bit too much weight for where he was aiming, because that rock definitely wanted to go, almost did.
We should be close to the same here, no?
I think so, yeah. It's not quite as keen as it was in the first end, but it's close.
Hey, give it
You
to
got
you.
it.
All right.
Doesn't look bad.
Looks good to me. Where? It's really, I think it's grabbing something. It's going. Yeah. Yeah, move the guard. Yep, yep.
So trying to get something out of it.
Well, and she did.
That's okay. Do you like the intern?
There's no question. She felt that it was way out there, and then it warped sideways. So watch where she lets go.
Doesn't look bad.
Got lots of rotation, and then not only the rotation and the rock starts to move, but the weight really comes off.
It's really,
There we go. You can
I
see
think it's
Tyler
grabbing
starting to
something. It's
really
going.
sweep and then realize that it's just going sideways. But in looking for positive things, it does take the guard over and take away that pick.
Not even close.
Okay. Where do you take it? Middle of the 12?
Yeah. Just like my draw to the button.
Yeah, exactly. This is the nice stuff.
Okay, put it on the tee line, John.
You got it.
So the cold draw for a single. Out-turn draw, final stone. Lisa Weagle here in 3 in a 1-1 tie.
Tee for tee. Line's fine. You've got room. It's running like it's heavy.
Yeah, it looks tight for line. No?
No.
You've got room.
Okay, you're there. You're heavy.
Needs to dig in now. And just a little bit heavy out of her hand. It won't grind in time, so it will be a steal of 1 for Desiree Hawes and Tardi out of British Columbia. And they lead 2-1. Oh, the music can mean only one thing. Jets on TSN continues tonight as the Jets head to Edmonton to take on the Oilers. Puck drop, 8 p.m. Central on TSN 3 in the Jets region.
And if we got to go overtime again, Muddy, we will.
It was the Jets just squeaking by the Montreal Canadiens in overtime last night. And sorry, Lanny McDonald, but
you were not there.
The Calgary Flames had a rough night, courtesy of the Edmonton Oilers last night as well. It has been an awesome North Division, though, Kathy. I mean, you look to the Final Four and who's going to make the playoffs. It's going to be a fantastic run to the finish.
And one of those things, it's very much like the curling community where it's small. I'm finding with the North Division this year, the intensity of play and the anger management issues, they are ramping up the more they play each other.
Well, you look at the Jets and the Habs, they usually play, 2 very gentlemanly games every season, and now it's just there's some animosity. I love it. So here in 4, a steal of 1. So it is Desiree Hawes, Tardi leading. Hammer now to Lisa Weagle, John Epping, throwing the yellow stones in the 4th end. And still no power play in a tight game, low scoring thus far.
Tried to give it to you. Looks like it's close. Line's fine.
Line only.
Got room. Curling now. It's really going. It's really going.
Atta girl.
Great sweep.
That's a beauty.
Sure.
Some updates for you now. And Daniel Schmiemann, John Morris stealing 2 in the 3rd end. So they have a 4-3 lead on Greg Smith and Mackenzie Mitchell out of Newfoundland, Labrador. And a tough one for Caitlin Laws and Connor Laws so far. It's Oisim Wan and Trevor Bono cruising a 5-1 advantage. They scored 4 in the 1st end. And they have the advantage from the Port Arthur Curling Club out of Thunder Bay. And we're excited. Hopefully a whole bunch of normal next season with our season of champions as the Scotties will go to Thunder Bay next year.
Good.
And I had the opportunity to play in that Scotties in Thunder Bay in 1996. Wonderful job.
They're pretty close, John. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of prefer to go in that way just because
Yeah, this is my first thought.
I'm going to play the intern freeze.
Intern freeze?
Yeah, intern, just bite the top of the button, split center line.
Well, a bit of a wall building. No need to tap stones back. Just get in front.
And John Epping, he'd be an interesting guy to watch in this format simply because when he's hot, his draw weight's unbelievable. And he can also make the circus shot, a tap, run back, whatever sometimes when he needs to. So no fireworks yet, though. It's been close scoring thus far.
Go, John. Go, 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 go. Good. I think so.
I think that's the best thing to do, eh?
I think so.
I ended up perfect. Good sleeping.
Great job. Let's tag team sweep.
Yeah. I like that.
You hate a hair more?
And there is some merit. We've seen players throw, get up, and sweep themselves. We've seen the other players sweep all the way. But what John and Lisa were saying is that Lisa's taking it so that he doesn't have to throw and get up in the same motion, which is more difficult than you think it might be, and then start to jump on it. But then as Lisa starts to tire, you've got fresh arms coming in there to finish it off.
Close. Yep. Yeah, line.
Ontario looking for a little success at this event.
Hard line.
Kim and Wayne Tuck won it back in 2014.
Yep.
Out of Ontario, they're back in the field this year as Epping and Weagle trying to make some noise as well.
Corner freeze theirs is pretty good too.
Okay.
Might be the best shot actually.
Corner freeze theirs?
Corner freeze theirs, yeah.
Okay.
I think just give them 2 and run.
He initially talked about coming right down and then had a second thought as he was leaving. To corner freeze the redstone just thrown by Tyler is a really good option. It takes away the ability to raise that for Tyler and Desiree.
Close.
Well, running.
Weight's close, John.
Running.
Pink to the yellow.
Okay, line's great.
You're there.
Line's great.
To the
No
yellow.
bounce on this line, but line's good.
It doesn't look great.
Not much looks great here.
Do we just do this?
Yeah, I think so. It's probably the best way to go.
Yeah.
Unlocking this is probably best.
Yeah. Just a little bump though, like.
Yeah,
back
thinking like
button.
just a hair, like a foot more weight.
I think for Tyler, looked at trying to do one of these tap and tap, but it's these 2 red stones that are their own that are actually in the way of moving any of those Weagle Epping stones out. So electing to tap their stone at the top of the 4-foot into that mix, even if yellow stones still count too, you've put your stone in a position that maybe Desiree on her final one can tap it and move one out. At this point, you heard Tyler already say, let's give them their 2 and run. They want to make sure it's not any more than that, and the potential to reduce it to 1 still exists for sure.
Yep. Hard. Hard line. Right to it. Go, go, go.
Wade's pretty close. If he gets it by that center guard, he will. And right into the pocket, frozen.
That's pretty good.
I think so.
I think you just want to freeze. This is my last one.
Yeah.
Really curling it in there.
Freeze there's pretty good.
Yellow shot stone for sure. Second
I
shot.
think 2.
You think they're 2, Kath?
You freeze there.
What's that leave him over here?
Problem is this gets them second shot.
She's only got the 1 shot left.
Yeah. I actually still think we're going to be shot, so I think you freeze into that side. Like the same shot I just threw.
Same weight.
Yeah, exact same weight. I think we're going to be shot.
Yeah.
Because if he hits our yellow right now, she hits our yellow, she's going to kick ours out. We're only going to sit 1.
Okay.
This side of the sheet.
Okay.
So I think it's better if ours is there. If ours is on the corner, she does it, it stays there, then we can then hit it on for a bundle.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
I'm going to give you
So trying to
2 feet
protect
less.
against this stone that would come here and tap one of those stones out. They know that they're going to leave the red tap, but you can't protect both sides. And John feels that if they play the other side, they're still going to be shot. They're just going to struggle to find a way to score 2. Blocking this path prevents Tardi and Hawes from line 1.
Curl, actually. No, line's great. Whoa. Lock it on.
Or you just bump that out of here. Might get second.
That's not easy.
Question mark.
I think you might be able to.
Or that you guard and you just give them 2.
What does he even have for 3 though?
try to wick this. It's the only other thing.
Like that.
If
we do this, like, what is he?
She might be able to crank that and push this one out to like here. I don't know how hard she can throw it.
Not easy.
I think
it's only for 2 still.
Just do
I
this.
might even drag this across and do that and only get 1. Yeah, just freeze to it, I guess. I think so.
Like, the angles are really not great over there.
Yeah.
The angles on the yellows aren't great for removing both of the reds. You heard Tyler talking about the potential of, depending on how hard Lisa can throw, of coming down and going like this and like this, but then you would need the yellow to go off the red and then redirect back off the other red, and that's throwing a lot of heat.
You were. I swept that rock.
I know.
And I swept it, that one, the first one, a little bit, so it kind of slicks it up a little bit.
Come in here. She's hitting the yellow. I got it. I'm just trying to.
So trying to tap their red as much as they can to see if they're able to lie second shot.
You can go if you have
So
to.
for now, with hammer, it is Epping, Weagle, lying 2. Desiree Hawes into your screen, into the little pocket. There is the tap.
Yeah.
And now it's closer. Yellow shot for sure.
For sure.
You sure?
Am I sure? Yeah, I am.
And why are you still looking, John? I don't know if it is.
Good shot.
It's actually not terrible. I think I'm trying that run now. Because it won't
No, they're
scoot.
just chucking it to the boards.
Yeah? Are they?
Throw in turn edge of the 8.
I didn't check.
Oh, no, this like inside out. Inside out.
I like how I just kind of hung.
In turn? Here.
Yes.
Yeah, oh, okay.
That's what I was
Sorry.
doing.
Oh, I thought you were lined up over there.
We're just trying to get a freebie to check this path of ice. It's just the obvious throw through, but.
And they want that path because when you have the power play, this is a path that you're going to be throwing in. So to try to learn something.
Who wants to get in there first?
So John Epping thinks it's 2. It's 1 for sure. 1 yellow, we know that.
What color are you? I'm yellow. I'm not allowed to touch your handles. So I don't touch your handles.
And that is a safety
This one's
protocol.
okay?
Yeah.
You can only touch your own stones.
And those are the 2 in question that Tyler's looking at.
Oh yeah, it's you by like 18 feet.
Wow, that may be a slight exaggeration, my little
2
one.
yellow, yeah.
So a good eye from John Epping. He does get his 2, and Weagle and Epping lead for 4.
The Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Championship is brought to you by Sponge Towels Paper Towels, made for real-life messes. By OK Tire and BKT Tires. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
The beautiful Rocky Mountains in the distance, only about an hour drive west of Calgary. Canmore, just an outstanding part of Canada and southern Alberta. Gorgeous postcard look at downtown Calgary. As we check our numbers here, Kathy, after 4, it's been a tight game so far, and just 1 deuce, and we just saw it scored.
Well, opportunities for sure, just a little bit heavy in the third, and then Epping's tap leads to the deuce. We just saw that played. Some pretty even numbers across the board. Lisa Weagle's numbers the lowest, and that would be the draws that were a little bit heavy.
After 4, brought to you by OK Tire, service, repair, and tires. As Epping, Weagle talk things over, their 3rd appearance together, and the 4th appearance at Canadians for this tandem. We'll step aside. 5th Ed next. It is day 1, draw 3 of the 2021 Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Championship here, the Bubble in Calgary. We had 14 member associations, 14 teams from the Canadian mixed doubles rankings, and then 7 teams, of course, wanted to commit. COVID, though, changed some things, and it's been that kind of world, so we had rankings as well take part, points, etc. So a lot of ways to get here, and we are here, 35 teams competing, including the 2 teams in our feature, and it is Epping Weagle leading 3-2, throwing the yellow stones. And here in 5 with hammer throwing the red stones, it is Tyler Tardi and Desiree Hawes.
Line's good. It's curling now. Always straight.
Doesn't look like the mop cleaned it up.
That's not great.
Just curl a little earlier than I thought.
The upturn still?
Yeah.
So still no power play from Hawes or Tardi. And what does that say to you, Kathy? You think they feel pretty comfortable, this young BC team, just with the way they are playing and how things have shaped up so far?
Well, I think that both teams know that they've let each other off the hook, and it has been a combination of weight and where they've put the broom, even mentally, if they've not held the broom there. And so both teams very comfortable with being patient. And with last rock in this end, I think that they'll go this way, and then if they have to use their power play, they're going to save it for 7 or 8.
It's all right.
Unforced stare there from Desiree.
Line looked good.
Struggle is real. You like this? My first thought was the outturn, but if you like this, let's
outturn to theirs?
I think so.
Okay.
I like the outturn as well, and the reason for that is that on the in-turn side, a piece of your stone is already sticking out, something that you can tap. So you're blocking that access. Plus, we know the finish is huge on that in-turn side, so any attempt to go around it could raise you in. So try to get there on the outturn side so that you buffer both sides.
We're close.
And this one a bit heavy as well from John Epping.
Sorry, John.
Who's shot?
We are.
Okay.
One consistent thing, Kathy, and I know it's early, it's day 1, but it's our third draw and our third TV broadcast. The players that have been in here for the bubble, the Scotties and the Briar, it's the same stones. I know it's fresh ice. Do you feel they're getting caught? Because it seems it's been keener and a lot faster than they've expected.
It's either that. I think there's a little bit of that. We heard at one point Lisa say 14.9, which is hog to hog and faster for sure than we saw at the Scotties or the Briar. The other thing I think is that throwers are trying to compensate for the fact they don't have 2 brushers. And because the ice conditions are so quick, you really need to throw the same weight for one and let them adjust that way. It's easier.
Yeah. Maybe it is a little quicker after the mop.
It'd be nice to dislodge the back.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a foot more.
And we are in the 5th end. There was the mop in between. As there is at the 5th end, conditions get polished a little bit, and it often is a little bit quicker.
Oh, it's in a good spot anyways. So.
Yeah.
It's good.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Your weight's close.
Whoa. Yep. Hard. 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 Whoa. Whoa.
By the guard, little tickle, and that'll be shot stone.
Little bump.
Just like back forth.
Well, right next door, pretty close game between John Morris and Daniel Schmiemann taking on Greg Smith and Mackenzie Mitchell. It's a 5-4 advantage for the team from the Rock. And a tough one for Caitlin and Connor Laws. Caitlin playing with her nephew, Connor, as Oysim Wan and Trevor Bono are leading pretty handily thus far. But as we've seen, no lead safe in mixed doubles. You just never know. It's been a lot of comebacks, even early on day one we've seen them.
Well, that stone over curling and tapping into the open from the hack, Tyler can probably see just edge to edge, almost the full stone. So trying to get just to the inside, tap that yellow back to lie 3.
Yeah, oh God, yep. Wow, sorry.
Throw that out turn freeze in there. Now this is my straight or fast one.
Okay. Are you thinking a similar throw then? Or we just want to freeze it in there?
Yeah, just freeze it. I'll give you a little less because if it ends up top 8, it's not the end of the world. I'd love to.
Well, the struggle just as it gets close to that center line. In the wings, it wants to run, but once it starts to go, very little that a sweeper can do to hold that line.
Whoa.
You're all there. Back 8. Back 12.
Really?
I think so.
Whoa.
You heard him say this is the straighter, faster stone when he went back to collect it and set up in the hack.
And I think his final motion was a little bit out.
Make some noise, run it.
Yeah, do you
So we knew it was straighter and faster, and I think that when he let go as well, a little bit of outward motion. We'll take a look at his delivery. So watch as John comes out.
It's just the difference.
Fingertip on the outside. And so instead of just going straight at the broom, the motion is away from the stick, so it runs straight before it catches that swing. And if you have a straighter stone to begin with, that's why you had the result you did.
Like it was back 8.
Oh, was it? Okay.
It just, that one just runs forever.
So the heat is on here from Tyler Tardi. Bang, he'll drive it by.
Thanks.
Trying to open things up with hammer in 5, down by 1.
Trying to stop her from...
All right.
From tapping to the bottom. Yeah, he's got to guard that one. Tight guard. Right here, Lisa.
I'll throw that out turn again.
Yeah.
If you're like
It's faster than when I threw.
It's faster.
I think we do probably need more in this spot.
Okay.
Because I'm usually taking around edge 12 for center. I thought maybe I was going to run more with the more weight.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I realized you didn't quite that much ice out there.
My bad.
Fastest we've seen.
Halfway tight?
Yeah,
So
halfway
the goal
tight.
for the Epping team
Split center.
is to guard that red stone. That red stone is the one that if it is not guarded, you could expect to see Desiree try to tap up to the button for shot.
Not much extension, eh?
No.
So just 2 stones remaining here in 5.
Just sweep for line.
And right now it looks like a few stolen points.
Where is it,
for
John?
Lisa Weagle,
We're halfway
John Epping.
at best.
Think you got to finish then?
No, we're good.
A little bit farther to get to the center line,
Whoa.
and they will. That's good,
Good.
sweeping. Nice throw from Lisa Weagle.
That's you.
I don't mind holding here.
Okay.
What turn you like?
Probably the out.
Okay.
Good one. 440.
Oh, I tried to go for it.
Wow,
throw it in the house
that
on you.
is fast. That is backline to hogline, 440.
Can't see anything.
That is as quick, if not quicker, than anything that we saw in the previous 2 major events here.
So the straight
that?
run back here, Kathy. Yellow,
bet.
red, onto some yellows, they hope.
We're getting what we needed or shots.
Yeah.
It's too confident. It's crazy. You just take a little more of that, like, think sweeping weight.
Yeah.
That's all.
She needs a good one. Final stone in 5. Couple stolen points right now with this one to come.
Yep. Hard.
Run it back. She'll get the yellows going. And it spins, but not far enough, and that'll be a steal of 2. So 5 points now on the board for the team of Weagle and Epping in our feature from Calgary. It's been a great success thus far here in the bubble in Calgary, as we've had the Scotties and the Tim Hortons Brier, and knock on wood, so thankful, Kathy, everyone, the broadcasters, officials, volunteers, the athletes, as we've been all safe and healthy thus far, and that has truly been awesome. I was asked on SportsCenter, I joined Jay's show last night, and he said, what stands out to you? And honestly, Kathy, that stands out to me, the fact, knock on wood, that we've gotten to this point, and that's a testament to a lot of hard work for Curling Canada, Alberta Health, everyone in here. So it's awesome that we are underway with our third event, and it is the Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Championship on TSN. I have to say, we were chatting during commercial break. I'm surprised that maybe Hawes and Tardi, I thought maybe this is the time for the power play, 6th end, down by 3 with Hammer, but they elect to just keep on cruising.
Yeah, I was a little surprised as well. At a minimum, it changes the momentum.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Forces play away.
You're back 4.
From the center.
Back 8.
Sit.
That's all right.
Only 2 other games on the ice, just the way the draw shakes out. And it is Greg Smith, Mackenzie Mitchell leading Morris and Schmiemann up 7-4. And also in the 6th end, it is Oysa Wan and Trevor Bono up on the Laws tandem of Caitlin and Connor. And that'll be an interesting matchup tomorrow in the draw, where Caitlin Laws will take on John Morris,
her former partner.
They teamed up to win Olympic gold in Pyeongchang, and they'll go head-to-head tomorrow.
No, can't. Can't. Tapping.
Curl up. Sorry, John.
So a pocket and obviously the button available.
Can we freeze for a shot, like on the button?
Yeah.
I like just locking it in there then.
Okay.
I'm still like in the same turn we've been throwing.
I thought that was good.
Like there?
Hair less.
Because Tyler is a lefty,
Line's
his
good.
in-turn will curl more than
Weight's good.
a right-hander's out-turn, so he will get more finish than maybe John or Lisa can.
You're way out here still.
It's trying.
Finish if you can, but you're...
Wouldn't like to.
Okay.
Bite. Shoot.
And the weight not bad, and again, just needed a foot of curl more.
And it's almost that it needs that sweeping weight, Brian, to get that big swoop and going.
That makes sense, though, based on both teams throwing that spot. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Top button. Cross your line.
Whoa. Whoa!
It's less.
Now this is a true race to the button, trying to get one on top of those 2 yellow on top of the button.
Hard line! Whoa. Right to it.
You're there.
Right in the corner.
And look at the curl there, Kathy. Pokes out the other side, but in the pocket.
That was my first thought. Like a quarter rock?
Yeah, I don't mind that. Just open it up a bit for us, eh?
You like a quarter?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we talk about him with that big shot. Here's the weight. You come across this way. This one scooches out here. This one may not go. You may wind up leaving it there, but it could actually spin out of the forefoot depending on the weight that he throws.
And we have our first scooch of the day and of the week. Thank you, Kathy. Big rotation, big weight. Tyler Tardi here in 6. Actually clips the red first, but he does open things up a little bit.
Hey, Tyler.
He does. I think he actually misses the intended stone, but just the velocity moved everything over to the right.
If he makes that, it goes on to this.
I guess it's a
That's
little
what he
better.
actually hits. Oh, he does graze it
Just got the
a
yellow
little
first.
bit.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything.
No. It's a little better, I think.
You can go.
This rock should curl a little more.
John says that jams, but I don't think it does.
Right to it, John. Lock it on.
Like
I mean,
on our red.
Depends exactly where you come off the yellow. But.
It's a bigger kick. What do you think?
No, I think it's really close.
Is it okay?
Well,
So looking for the same weight as his last one, trying to come back right on top of the yellow stone, being right on top of each other, not at an angle.
Close, John.
Doesn't want to leave a double.
curling.
That looks like such a flat double, Kathy, but he could certainly throw the weight.
Unless we make it like...
Well, it can be. It'll go into the crotch, so it will go down, Brian, the way that you were
right?
thinking.
No. What turn you want to throw it at, though?
Get
So
better
coming
action on
across
the intern.
there, this stone will go out that way. This one will go out that way. It may, depending on how he hits it, drive back onto his own in the 8-foot. So it's not the flat double straight across, but knows that it'll go down a little bit, hoping to move both of the yellows.
What gets you more action or spin movement, the in-turn or the out-turn with this shot? And I guess he's a lefty.
Yeah, so I have to sit in the hack and think. So for this one, he's not coming across the face because he doesn't need it to be a super sharp one. He needs the action going straight.
Big weight again, Tyler Tardi. How many? 1, 2. And the shooter with the action actually will not be shot stone.
Yeah, at least this is that spot. Want to throw that out turn?
Yeah, I do.
And the pocket available.
Whatever turn you like.
That curl a lot, or was that just me?
Sorry?
That curl a lot, or was that
That
just
curled
me?
a lot, yeah. For how hard you threw it?
Yeah, you would have expected. Tyler wanted to hit that less.
I know, I thought you threw it really well. I think you threw that one really well, and it kind of fell, if anything.
Out top and 4-foot. Or out frozen kind of thing.
You think we should throw the in?
It's whatever you're...
Is it the right shot?
No, it's whatever you're comfortable with on this. This is a weight shot. This is a weight shot, Lise. You just got to be full 4-foot to be sitting 2. So.
Let's throw the out.
You want the out? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You know your speed.
Top 4?
Yep.
You're going to the same spot, so it's your comfort. I think for Lisa, throwing this out turn feels that she may have more tolerance, more of an opportunity that if she's not absolutely perfect and a little bit
Take a look.
higher, it protects their
We got
stone.
room. Room.
Trying to lock it in the
Really
pocket.
curling.
That's okay. Good shot.
She said she wanted the out turn, and right there. And I don't think you can score more than one. That was a nice shot to force.
I just looked a little tighter.
You got it.
That's why I wanted to go early.
I didn't realize we were that heavy.
What do you
That was the same weight I've been throwing for my...
You're close. It's just this is the fastest the end. This is the fastest the ice we've seen.
Okay.
It
It felt like I threw the same as I was on my
And that's an interesting confirmation from John. And they both played. They played in the Scotties. They played in the Brier, obviously, both competitors. And so the fastest ice that we have seen thus far, day one here at the mixed doubles. And it is a draw against 2. Final stone in 6 for Desiree Hawes.
It's got to curl. It's really curling. It's got to finish more.
She's got space. She's got backing. As Tyler guides it in, and that is nice draw weight from Desiree Hawes right to the lid on that home hardware button. Here's how. Yeah, that's exactly how you do it. Weagle, Epping lead after 6.
So,
Good shot.
Green Hammer, power play time in the 7th end. Here we go with a 5-3 advantage. It is Lisa Weagle, John Epping leading, but we got a power play as well, so I guess they're playing defense here after we had the draw, the single. Nice wait from Desiree Hawes. Power play time. So from the Yellowstones, Lisa Weagle, John Epping using the power play with Hammer, and that's why you see instead of the centerline guard, play has been moved to the wings with the corner guard and the stone touching the 12 and the 8-foot. And obviously this is for defense, Kathy.
It really is. They want to force play away from the center, make sure that they don't give up a bundle in the second last end.
Just outside the hat. Just give me from the zone fast. I think you give me an extra 3 feet.
Okay.
3 feet max. I think it'll run good here.
So we don't see a broom, so I don't know if this is the tick shot or if
This
it's
is
in.
draw around the corner.
Okay.
Line's good. You got room.
I think they don't want to even risk playing the tick with the score. What
Line's
it is,
good.
they'll try to bury a couple, and when they're able to peel out the
Line's
front,
really good. You got to finish a little to
Keep
bury.
it to the nose. Great shots.
Great.
Just want to keep the angle.
Yeah, no, I like that, John.
Yeah.
Line's good.
Weight's close.
Lots of room right now. It's all you.
Weight's good.
Okay. Starting to go now.
Sliding a bit.
You still have to finish.
Top button.
Okay, there it goes. Line, it's got to sit now. It's really diving. Sit. No,
coming
never
off
for
pretty
pro.
good.
Never for pro. Sit.
Bite.
And top 4, it'll settle.
Good weight.
Pokes out a little bit on the other side, but pretty much covered.
Just keep on putting that guard back in.
Use that one.
I like peeling it and then,
Get rid of that one.
yeah, because I can peel
Which
now.
one are you throwing?
In.
Yeah,
So we'll
after
peel
3
the-
rocks that are thrown.
the front. The other thing is, I think, Brian, you can see just a sliver, and if you ever up the weight and it goes by, now they have an opportunity to bury again. You clean up the front. We've seen it's difficult to put a guard in that spot because it curls so hard at the end. So thinking that if he peels this and Tardi and Hawes put another stone up there, it may not be as perfect, and he may get access to more of that red stone on the next one.
So the broom down, another guard to come from Tyler Tardi.
Line's a hair tighter.
Okay. We're a good 2.
Okay. It's holding.
High 2.
It's holding.
High 2.
Close.
Good 2.
Yep. Yep.
And a 2 is, of course, the zone in the
Hard.
ice, so 2 is a higher guard.
Good.
Still close to the 7th end between Morris and Schmiemann, Smith, Mitchell. 7-6, the team from Newfoundland Labrador leading. And really since the opening stone, Osamoan, Trevor, Bono have been in control over on sheet D.
They scored that 4 in the first end and have not been looking back. And so that guard a little bit higher, and this is what they intended, that they might get an opportunity to get to that shot stone if the guard wasn't made perfectly. So trying to inch by.
Whoa!
By the guard, nice quiet wait, and nearly to the nose. Look at that, lovely touch shot from John Epping to lie 3 with Hammer here in 7.
Huh?
Yeah.
So with that ice, depending on the weight, he could be playing the thin double or he could be playing the soft weight to roll underneath. This is not soft weight.
Really hard.
Tyler Tardi gets one, gets two, all three moving, and it's spinning, and he just had a little too much action. And it is still shot stone, Weagle Epping.
Now, good try. If he catches that just a little bit thinner rather, he would nut that one, and his red would stop right now and would have been shot buried.
I think I'm going to throw the out. Even if it's wide open on the tee line, it's not the end of the world, right? If it's dead wide open, it's fine.
And just huge that he is shot stone. Now, chance to apply some pressure here with hammer and get in there first.
It's really close.
It's good.
Running like it's hot. Running like it's hot.
Do not want to be deep.
Just not back button, Lise.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
And just that little sliver now of opportunity. There's that opening to maybe get out of this end.
An inch to be shot, but
Shoot.
I prayed and I was wrong. Sorry, John.
Don't be sorry.
Lisa hoping that it would stop.
You were waiting for it.
I was wrong.
That's okay.
That's such a tough guess, because then you got to pound it from the hog line all the way in when you think maybe you got a shot, right?
That's the decision, that you have to go by the hog line and you take it back 8 foot so that even if Desiree makes a great shot, you may have a pick. But now you can see the opening for Desiree to get right on top and freeze that stone, and may not have an opportunity for Lisa on her final one to score.
I know, that's why I thought it would come down.
Yeah, I
And
know.
you know, 9 times out of 10, if you're going to have to pick one person or a few in this field to judge that, I'd take Lisa Weagle.
No question.
But definitely the one consistent thing is the ice is pretty slick for a lot of the competitors on day one here at the mixed doubles.
Weight's close.
okay, yeah, line.
Well, she drew to the lid for a single last end, so she certainly has draw weight.
Well,
Without hammer here in 7, trying to lock one on, and maybe a chance for a steal point if she can put it in there perfectly. And that little over curl.
What are you feeling, Lise? Feeling the draw of the putting?
Can we get in for a little tap?
Well, you got. I would just throw your straight draw right to the can. You know it. You've thrown it a million times. This is the out turn. It's that fast stuff.
Fast stuff.
It's the fast stuff. You know this speed.
Cheerleader coach as John Epping comes down, and get the good vibes in your head when you're ready to throw this in the
It's
half.
that fast stuff, eh?
Yeah,
so
I'm
like,
going to give it to you.
Yeah, give it to me.
Just go to the opposite side of them.
Talking about utilizing the power play next end.
So 1 in their back pocket and a drop or 2. Final stone in 7. They
Take a look.
have used the power play, trying to take advantage with a couple of points.
Running like it's hot.
John Epping hasn't quit, though. A big scrub all the way. Draw weight. Is it perfect? It is. What a shot, Lisa Weagle.
Shot.
Beautiful weight.
Nice
2 on the board.
Glad you worked.
As Epping and Weagle in command, coming home.
Yep.
Wait for it. Power play. So back-to-back power plays in a critical time of the game, as it is Hawes and Tardi now working the power play, down by 4.
And that
is the
the
Weagle.
tick. The
Absolutely.
tick, tick, tick.
It's beautiful. As she'll open things up and drive her stone
Good to sit on it.
into the house, into the 4 foot.
Did it work?
Yeah, I could see.
Just don't want to get in your way.
I just wasn't sure of the weight, so I wasn't sure how much it was going to finish at the end once we had a piece.
Your weight was great.
It was good. Really good shot.
Get at it, Thor. Looks heavy. Looks heavy. Where?
Looks close.
Can you go around?
No.
You have the line if you can go around.
Trying to utilize
Great
anything
shot.
that they can.
Good shot.
It is our first final in this draw, and
Wanna try and
unfortunately
dislodge
COVID times, no handshakes, just a
dislodge it?
polite wave,
Yeah, we
as
can't remove
Caitlin Laws
anything.
and Connor Laws losing their opener to Oisam Wan and Trevor Bono out of the Port Arthur Curling Club in Thunder Bay. So congrats to them, win number 1 as they're on the board here in Calgary.
Through, I think.
Oh, that's okay.
Back 12. Weight's good.
Can't bump them through.
You know, remember, as John knows, he can't remove any stones.
Sweep it.
And I think it stayed in play.
Pretty close. I think it's touching.
This is where you can ask for an official to come out and take a look if you disagree.
Is it in?
I think so.
Take a look.
Unless
Take a
the
look.
line's
It's
on.
on the line. You guys.
Oh, yeah, it's on the line, yeah. It's in.
Wow, so close.
Try. Great shot.
Thank you.
Have to be careful because
Probably just bump it, try to stay nose again. Yeah. Yeah.
what turn do you want? This one?
Yeah. Like a little less.
Room right now.
Bumping a little bit.
Okay, you gotta wait.
Line only.
Should we go around?
No.
You're not on it yet. Okay, there it goes.
Felt like they were stuck in between for a while, but
They
it
were.
will finish. Nice.
You have to believe in that and be patient for it.
Let's peel this one.
Okay. Just peel it out.
Peel that
You
one.
want to stay? We don't need
So
to
this
stay.
is
Peel it
about
out.
elimination of stones with the 4-point advantage that they have, and that's why they're electing to just peel out that stone in the 12 8-foot and not flirt with those stones in the middle, knowing that Tyler and Des will have to move that yellow stone back at some point, and then it'll be easier to remove without risk.
Yep. Yep.
Same thing, just more for nose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa.
And so Tyler will try to come back down on top yet again, so that any play made by the Weagle Epping team might move their yellow back. And if he can cross it just a little bit, it also will make it difficult to remove the stone that's in the 4-foot
Bit more room.
belonging to
More room.
themselves.
No. There it goes. Yep. Yep. Hard, hard, hard. Right to it.
Shoot.
The game story is brought to you by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
Well, it's a big steal of 2 in 5 when the run back by Desiree overcurled and left 2, and that changed the momentum. And a very precise draw by Lisa Weagle on her final stone in 7 puts the team with a 4-point advantage.
So John trying to make some reds disappear.
Just trying to pick that top stone off. Doesn't want to catch the one behind it at all.
And gets the 1 to go.
No.
Only thing I see is to try to line that up.
Or do you try and move this here and your shooter somewhere over here? I don't know. I mean, he has an open hit to win.
No,
so.
I think we gotta line that up, try to cluster them so something sticks around somewhere or something like that.
Okay.
Well, the reason that Tyler wants to go on top is to potentially line the stone up here so that if John Epping is to remove it, there is a chance that it would jam on there, because if it does, all of a sudden it would be in the house looking for desperate times, desperate measures, trying to utilize every stone that they can to create a jam.
Lines of hair tight.
Weight's good.
Yep, line.
Top 4.
Yep.
T-line, back 4 even.
Yeah, line, yeah, line. You're on the top one.
It's fine.
Hey.
No, it's not awful.
Just hit this one high. Okay.
Show me.
You're going to throw firm normal?
Yeah. Okay.
Just making it go away and making sure that they don't get to the nose of that stone to even consider that back yellow stone that is out of the house but still in play.
Lots of time in a well-curled game. For Lisa Weagle, John Epping.
Okay, up normal.
Yep.
Their 3rd appearance together at the mixed doubles. Last time as a partnership, 2017 in Saskatoon, a 5-3 record.
It's fine.
Final stone here in 8 without hammer. Lisa Weagle. Bang, bang. And enough as the reds disappear, and that is a win for Weagle and Epping.
Hey, Lisa, good luck.
As they open things up with a victory, handing the loss to Desiree Hawes and Tyler Tardi in our feature. 7-4, the final here in Calgary.
You know, it was one of those games that I felt early on, both teams struggled a little bit with the ice and the weight. They kept talking about how quick it was, and that's something, Brian, that we'll keep an eye on. Maybe the conditions are going to be faster all week, but it did catch all of the players who had been on the ice at the Scotties and the Brier a little bit unaware.
So they'll enjoy the victory, and there's just one game still on the ice, and that is on sheet C. And it's coming down to the wire here in the 8th end. And it's a 4-point cushion, actually, for Greg Smith and Mackenzie Mitchell. But as you check the house, there is a lot of red granite belonging to John Morris and Daniel Schmiemann. And they have the hammer.
This might not be it.
So Morris, Schmiemann with the hammer, but they got to score at least 4. And they got a ton of granite in the house. Final stone on the way. This one from Mackenzie Mitchell.
Oh, Greg.
Help! Come on.
That's good. That's good. That's good. I like that.
So shot stone is Morris Schmiemann, but man, they got to score 4 at the very least.
I can see how you get to shot, but I don't see how you get rid of both yellows.
I think
and they've used a timeout.
Hey?
Yep, you're right.
Okay. You can just hold the broom.
So I'm guessing they're going to be playing the run back of the guard to try to make the double, and then they'll have to roll the guard that's being run in out as well.
This is just for fun.
That actually does look like a Christmas tree.
I don't know how that catches the second yellow.
I think John admitted he doesn't even think it's there, but it's why not, right? We're in the bubble in Calgary. Why not? Let's roll. So.
You buy?
Well.
Needs a miracle. Down by 4 by the guard. Get the Reds going and bangs the 1 yellow. But it is only 2, and that is handshakes.
Good luck.
And a win for Greg Smith and Mackenzie Mitchell.
Good luck.
As they knock off the Olympic gold medalist in mixed
well,
doubles.
Guys, you won't lose a game if you play like that.
There you go,
well,
John Morris.
You're gonna promise me you guys play like that the rest of the event, though. Yeah. That's a hell of a good game you guys played.
Giving some credit to Greg Smith and Mackenzie Mitchell from John Morris and Daniel Schmiemann. A high five. There you go. Win number 1. We'll step aside and wrap up our coverage next.
The Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Championship is brought to you by OK Tire and BKT Tires. By Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like it. By Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
It was a great opening day as we had 3 draws today on TSN. Very early. There is Pool E and your winners early on as 35 teams are competing for a chance to represent Canada at the upcoming World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship. Yet to have a venue, yet to have a date, but we do know this is a critical championship and the push to get Team Canada into the Olympics next year in China. We will focus on Pool D tomorrow, and just a reminder, 3 more draws on TSN tomorrow. And the coverage begins at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Shannon Burchard and Caitlin Schneider taking on Bobby Sauter and the Brier champion in the bubble in Brendan Bottcher. As Burchard and Schneider 1-0, looking to go to 2-0 tomorrow. It all begins at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time as the Season of Champions continues under the bubble. Our 3rd event. We're so glad to be here. We're so glad you joined us. Thank you for watching as the Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Championship is right here on TSN.